Welcome back, everybody, to some more Simpsons Hit and Run with me, Daniel. Bart Simpson disappears in bright light. Family pleased to light. Give back our boy. And we get to play as Little Lisa, the youngest driver that we're going to have in this game. Sorry to burst the bubble, we will not be playing as Maggie. And we get to start in another unique location, the last unique location, and let's talk to Fat Man.
My stupid brother. Have you seen him?
Yes, can't talk now. I must get the last copy of the new Itchy and Scratchy Adventures comic. It's the controversial issue in which they finally kiss. Assist me, and I will aid you with your dilemma.
If you say so. Nerd Race Queen. Race the nerd to the Itchy and Scratchy store. Get the comic book back before time runs out. You may feel as if, hey, am I having deja vu? No, this was a mission in the second level as well. There's also a shortcut there, and I missed it. That was just great driving. I'm going to blame the fact that Comic Book Guy is a piano in a car. And yes, we get to enjoy the Gremlin vehicle once again. Hooray, because I was so flattering about it last time. So this map, it's kind of just all the other random bits of Springfield that they wanted to have in one location. So we have the docks, we have Android's Dungeon, we have the Observatory, we have the Off-Ramp Inn, we have Burns Casino, even though that technically doesn't exist. We have this ramp that, I'm just going to say, too much gravity in the car prevented us from being able to make the jump for. Yeah, this mission, incredibly easy. Far easier than the previous one with Comic Book Guy. Second part, though, we have to get back to the Android Dungeon.
Sailors, I must get this comic into a Mylar bag before it deteriorates into near mint condition. Heaven forfend.
Essentially, it's just doubling up on what the level 2 mission with Comic Book Guy includes. But if we know this shortcut with the lumber processing there, this is very, very simple. And although we don't have all of the shortcuts available going back up the hill that we did going down the hill, we still have more than enough to get back in massive lengths of time. Yeah, very easy start to level 3. Which is the only one that kind of plays at this kind of dusky twilight time.
Now to get this inky treasure into its Mylar sanctuary.
What about Bart? I asked you, have you seen him?
I think I saw him at the Noiseland Arcade. Ugh, video games. What a waste of money. Now to go online and bid $1,000 for Itchy and Scratchy corncob holders. A terrific, terrific expense.
I was about to talk about how the dusky end of the day sunlight looks pretty good for a 2003 GameCube. And then we saw what Comic Book Guy's lip syncing looked like, and I was like, should I mention it? Should I not? Mission 2 is so close we can just walk there. We'll talk to Milhouse in a second. Let's drag our car over. The Malibu Stacy car. Very good for the level that we're on. We'll probably just use it the whole time, with a few exceptions.
I haven't seen him. Hey, can I buy you a frozen yogurt? I'll throw in 2 dry toppings or 1 wet topping.
Bart's disappeared. You have to help me find him.
Well, he might be at Wally Weasel's. He likes the smell of the ball cage.
And yes, into mission 2, Clueless. Follow Milhouse's clues to find Bart. Don't let time run out.
The time for action is now.
I feel kind of bad. Well, as bad as you can feel for a cartoon character in a game. But I feel kind of bad for Lisa because the first level of the game, Homer's really getting into the feeling of what this game's all about. It's effectively a tutorial.
Milhouse? What are you doing here?
Lisa, what a coincidence.
Milhouse, you interrupted me.
Is that a new dress?
No, I've been wearing this dress for years.
That's a funny line, though.
Bart?
I think he's at the Planet Hype.
I've interrupted me. I say level 2, you're really starting to get into it. There's a big plot around Truckosaurus. Lisa's level really just feels like they didn't have anything hugely relevant for her to do. She's meant to be looking for Bart, but as you can see immediately, just within the first few minutes, that the residents of Springfield are far more interested in their own fun and pleasure than actually finding Bart. Someday we'll get through this shortcut without destroying our own vehicle. We have plenty of time, there's no rush. To the degree where I'm even just going to show this path back. We won't even take the ramp this time. Not a huge time save. It does save a couple of seconds, but not a huge amount. Oh, what a surprise. Milhouse is at Planet Hype as well. We're going to park up nicely. Ish.
Oh, hi, Lisa.
That car's seen better days.
Stop following me.
I heard Bart might be out by the Springfield sign. Perhaps you'd like to share some chewing gum.
So tempted to kick him, but we're not going to. This is the only part of this mission that has any level of difficulty, and it's not for the reason you would expect. It's for this reason. So yes, it's not because of the time constraint. The time constraint is fine. The problem is that the dock is full of people, so it is incredibly easy to set off a hit and run. Hi, Jimbo. Ooh, you came so close to having your entire life ended. But we're still only on level 3, so the police is still as incompetent as you'd expect. The only downside to this car, by the way, which you can see, not high on the durability scale. Everything else, though, very good, but at least for level 3 standards. We're going to have to... Oh, no, let's just say we're going to have to drive away and come back. But no, Chief William gave up at the exact perfect time. And why are you here again?
Hi, Lisa. My, your hair looks pointy today.
Millhouse, have you seen Bart or not?
So, Lisa, do you have a date for the harvest dance?
This is not a good time.
It's never a good time!
Bart always hung out at the Quickie Mart. Maybe Apu has seen him. Easy as pie.
You're lucky that I'm a nice guy, Millhouse, because I was so tempted to kick you off into a waterfall, but I'm going to not do that. I'm just going to drive away and be the better person. And we're going to go repair our car. And I've just skipped ahead to where the next mission is. Save the hassle. It's a reasonable drive, but not that far. Hiya, Pooh.
This is terrible. A very bad man is delivering roadkill to all the Krusty Burgers, which are cheaper than my Quickie Dogs.
It's the other side of the mission. Bonfire of the Manatees. Help Apu defeat the meat eaters. Hit and collect meat from Cletus's truck before time runs out.
I'll be robbed more than 4 times while I am driving around today.
Let's just do this.
Apu has some of the best one-liners. He's an awesome, awesome guy.
Good for my insurance.
This is also the GameCube version, so we may get the accidental racism. We'll see what we get. Oh, dear, dear.
Hindu coming through.
And Apu's vehicle, the Longhorn, you may think, hey, why is it not red? I don't know. It should be, if we're going based on his vehicle from the show, but yeah. Yeah, there we go. We'll pretend he didn't say that. Let's pretend he said none of those words. We got to see the cool thing though. We got to see Cletus go over the ramp. He doesn't always do it. He usually goes around the side, but AI got broken, so he took the ramp and he just about made it, kind of. Yeah, Apu's Longhorn vehicle, it's essentially like the Malibu Stacy car, but trades a small amount of handling to be slightly better at everything else. And this mission, as you may have noticed by the fact that I've barely spoken about it, this is not difficult. The Longhorn is a pretty good vehicle. Cletus's truck is not a good vehicle, so we are significantly faster than him. So getting 15 pieces of flat meat
That was pretty cool.
in that time is very, very simple.
Missing, and I'm no closer to finding him.
Perhaps you should consult Professor Frink at the observatory. He seems to know everything.
Um,
Except why I ever came to this jerk Waterberg.
Yeah, this time getting back to the observatory is also unbelievably easy. We'll get there with a minute and change left. Yeah, very easy. Very, very easy. This level also has a very gentle introduction to difficulty. It won't stay that way. They do get a bit tougher, but the first 3 missions, piece of cake. Let's talk to Frinky again.
Professor Frink! Professor Frink! My brother Bart is missing. Have you seen him?
Well, let's see now. Bart helped me build a monster and then disappeared in a bright light.
Wow, this is crazy. I need someone to talk to who's wise and learned. Easy as pie.
So who's it going to be? Jasper? The Jewish guy? No, it's Grandpa. Abe again. Conveniently, he's just here. Why is he at the observatory? Who knows? But he is. So let's go talk to him. Plot convenience. Didn't have to cut any
Grandpa,
cutscenes.
can you help me find Bart? He's missing.
Maybe I'm just a senile old man, but Bart's lucky red hat fell out of that black car.
Wow, Grandpa, what a great clue. You showed why senior citizens are valuable members of the community.
I think my baby teeth are growing back. That's why I had to punch that nurse.
I better use something big if I want to take that car out. Like that school bus.
It didn't get the vehicle prematurely this time compared to the last two worlds because that comment makes no sense. She hasn't even seen the bus.
Otto, I know I'm a little young to be asking this,
Look, I don't have any special brownies left. I ate them all.
but do you think I can use your school bus?
Oh, right. Cool. Meet my price and she's all yours, little lady.
As a kid playing this in 2003, I did not understand that reference. Obviously, as an adult, it makes a lot more sense. Oh dear. Yes, we've had to buy the school bus for Operation Hellfish. Destroy the black sedans to find a clue. Don't let time run out.
Lisa
Just to
Simpson
point out,
offers
we're
service.
blowing up vehicles that potentially have Bart in them based on what Abe said. Don't think about it. The school bus, by the way, is not as bad as a lot of the really high toughness vehicles can be. It still doesn't turn very well around you. I'm just going to try and mate with that plant. And yeah, turning is not this bus's specialty. However, unlike a lot of the vehicles that are really high toughness, it's not that slow. Also that... Okay. Apparently it didn't want to take another hit, so that sedan just blew itself up. Neat. Yes, from experience, the way to drive the school bus is just to let some of the walls bounce you in the right direction. Because corners are kind of more of a suggestion when you have 2 stars in handling. So we're not even going to go down that staircase. We're just going to take this long route, collect some coins while we're at it. Even that corner was too much.
More liberal guilt.
We are going to try and get the spanner, so let's... there we go. Yeah, I'm not going to go down the other route. Not in this. We had 2 stars as top speed. Not terrible. And let's get the head-on collision. This is how you make this mission a lot easier. Yeah, we have
Oh, my hair!
concussed that person and then now stuck in the Aztec Theatre. Which you never get to go in, which is a shame.
Watch where you're going.
You'll notice they have made this fractionally more difficult than Sellouts in World 2 because you don't get the time accumulation like you did there. So you only get a set amount of time for each, but you don't get time going from one event to the other. Yeah, we're not going to try that ramp. just no. It's not just because we might not make it over, but it's also you want to get another head-on collision, so it's much harder to do if you're flying over the ramp. Not that we might do it here, but we'll try. That wasn't bad. We'll take it. The sedan was smart enough to not go head-on. But yes, you only get a minute and change to take this sedan out. It still should be fairly easy. The sedan is very, very slow, and yeah, do you see how much damage we did there?
More speed!
That was a head-on from our end to the side of that car, that sedan, and it's on critical health already. And bye. Oh no, you survived. You made me look stupid. Stupid and foolish. There we go.
It's empty. What's going on in this town?
Good job we didn't just murder Bart. I mean, we could have, but... well, that would have been a very much a... we may have had to change the game rating if that was what we had planned. We have to drive down to Mr. Burns' casino, and it's so close we might as well just say hi. And can we land on him? No. We tried. Good job those tires aren't attached to anything. Ugh. Car physics.
Excuse me, Chief Wiggum? Can you help? I've got to find my brother.
Sorry, little girl. I'm busy collecting evidence on Jailbird. We're busting him on the 3 strikes law.
How many strikes do you have so far?
No strikes. But that's only because I'm a very, very bad cop.
Honesty's
Now,
good.
First of all, if we're gonna go undercover, you will need a disguise.
You mean like an eye patch?
Hey, good one. If we could afford a disguise like that, I wouldn't be getting paid in potato chip coupons.
So what disguise do you have?
Well, here's one of Ralph's old Halloween costumes.
Fine, wait here and I'll get changed.
So, this is the first world where we need to get specialty clothing. I've skipped ahead. We have to pick up the Lisa Cool outfit, which I've just picked up in Android's dungeon. And now we're back. Let's pretend we did it the first time. Get out of the way, Smithers. Can I drive? No? Okay. Fine. We'll go on the passenger side. And start the next mission. Slithery Sleuthing. Follow Snake and find 3 strikes of evidence against him. Don't miss any items.
Let's just do
This is the first genuinely quite annoying mission. Snake's driving his bandit at nearly the speed it can drive at.
Strike 1. Counterfeit designer jeans. The foulest of all crimes. It's Wiggum time.
Realistically,
Goodness for seat
one major collision, Snake will get out of range, you will fail the mission, and that's it.
Strike
The
2.
worst part, though,
Running over an elderly person without a license.
is the third clue. So if we're lucky, he's going to drop it before the bridge. Sometimes he will drop it on the... Oh, he did too. Sometimes he will drop it on the bridge, and it is incredibly easy to miss. It doesn't help that you would think a police car would be very, very durable.
speed, glorious speed.
Oops. Yeah, you would think a police car is incredibly durable, but it is very, very easy to get pushed around. Reasonably quick, and way faster than anything we'll probably be using this level. Oopsie daisy. Ignore the dead animal in the back there. Yeah, it's way quicker than anything we genuinely have access to. You would also notice we don't get any hit and run meter in that mission.
Littering. All right. We got all we need on this lowlife. Now, about your brother. I've seen lots of mysterious government types over at the docks. Maybe they sent him on a nice cruise. They got some great package deals these days. 5 buffets per boat inclusive.
Thanks, Chief. You are a good cop after all.
You're just saying that.
Yes, I am.
He's worth his weight in the potato crisps and the coupons that he gets, I guess. Get out of the way, though. So now we have to go to the... Well, I was about to say the Chum Bucket. That's the wrong franchise. But we have to go see the sea
Can
captain.
you please pick me up?
So, let's go do that. I don't like the sea captain. I find him very, very annoying. Not just in this game, but just in the show.
Chief Wiggum said there was some strange stuff going on around here. Have you noticed anything weird? You know.
What's your guys'
guns,
least
bands,
favourite Simpsons
guys,
character? Let me know down in the
gun
comments.
Yar, maybe I've seen something and maybe I haven't. Render me a favor and it might jar me memory. Ha ha.
What favor?
I get it.
I've got a shipment here of live mackerel. Can ye navigate the fishies to the finest restaurants in the squid port?
Those poor fish. I mean, sure I'll help.
Alright, so we go to Fishy Deal. Save the sea captain's fish. Collect all the fish before time runs out. This is probably the hardest mission in this level, I would say. It's a little bit harder than the previous one with Snake. You will also notice, anybody that's played this game before,
One fish delivered to a happy home.
you may be asking, what's the soundtrack all about? So there is
Good life.
music unique to this mission. Oops. Don't talk and drive at the same time. Yeah, there is unique music for this mission, but not on the GameCube version there isn't. We just get the generic world music, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still pretty cool anyway. But that's not me editing. Oh, sorry, Jimbo. I'm just taking you out by your shins. Yeah, we don't get the fancy pants music, we just get the main music.
Return to the wild.
Enjoy the Duff Brewery music. Well, as well as Duff Land, really. Yeah, this mission's quite tricky. You have a reasonably tight timer. And if it wasn't for the fact that the Malibu Stacy car is genuinely quite a good vehicle, this would be, I would say, genuinely tough. But at least we get a reasonable vehicle to start off with. Also helps that, compared to, say, level 2, there's less traffic on this level as well. At least it feels that way. It feels like there's a lot more traffic in the downtown area, which makes sense. That might not be true, but it certainly feels that way anyway. Maybe it's just areas that are wider. I don't know. This is not a wider area. We will certainly be back here next video. We will come back to the dam. But you can see we still have a couple left to go. Last fish is over the bridge. We're only going to take it with 15 seconds left. It's reasonably tight, and I didn't have any major collisions there. It was pretty tight. Anyway, we have to go back now that we've helped with all of the fish.
You
And we have to go back to the sea captain. We're just not going to tell him that we've saved them all and we haven't delivered them. Just shh, don't tell him.
Thanks for delivering me catch of the day. Now, I can tell ye, I saw your brother.
Really? That's great.
Aye, he was in a long black limo, and ahoy! There's he drove!
And the old pirate and the sea. Destroy the black limo to find Bart. Don't let time run out. This also doesn't make sense. Why are we doing this?
Hello, Springfield.
We're probably going to want to change vehicle. Yeah, so we're going to go to the school bus.
Kids at home don't imitate
It's a
the
destroy
history.
mission. We don't want to use the Malibu Stacy car.
For more gameplay.
We'll probably blow up before he does. So destroy the black limo. Head-on collision is going to be the most damage. You may notice it didn't do that much. We're going to push him into the sea spanker. That did a lot more. The limo, compared to the sedans we've been handling, yeah, the limo's got a lot more durability. We're going to sneak through this shortcut so that we can try and head-on collision. Come on. Oh, I missed him. Well-made plans and all that. They should still be fine. The time is reasonably generous for us, but I'm not that worried about it. But yes, the limo certainly does take more damage. As we've seen, it's 3.5 stars of toughness when we had it as an unlockable in the previous level.
I hope Bart gets blamed for that.
We do have to be somewhat careful we don't trigger a hit and run. We don't want to trigger a hit and run with the school bus, because we are definitely not going to be outspeeding the police.
Sorry.
Now it's time to smoke. So it's, yeah, about 2/3 of the way down on health. We still have a minute. This is still no real issue.
Ow, my hair.
If it'll hurry up, though, that would be great. Need just to get some momentum, please.
Time to move.
Yeah, no, it is time to move Lisa to spawn. There we go. So yeah, just one more hit and it's now toast. There we go.
Darn it.
And now we get to have our gentle drive back to the sea captain again. I hope you like the drive down to the dock, because you get to see it a ton in the latter parts of this level. We might as well just drive there. There's no need to cut ahead. Let's see if we can make the ramp. Come on, we can do it. We can do it. I believe in you. That doesn't look ridiculous at all. And my back hurts just thinking about that. What that would have been like. Oops.
For the love of pound cake.
Well, this bus has eaten many pound cakes. It is a chunky boy. I see, Captain. Again.
Oh, God. I destroyed the limo and killed Bart.
No murderer ye be. He wasn't in the limo. He got out and he boarded that ship.
Can you take me there?
Nah, I hate the sea.
Yeah, so there's actually a second part to this mission. So we have to get on board the sea
Could you
spanker.
come get me?
Now, before we do that, I want to show you something in terms of programming that I don't think they quite thought through. So we have plenty of time to do this. May not seem it. But if we go down to the beach, beautiful. We can just, that's not the sea spanker, by the way.
I wonder if I'll get extra credit
This
for
vehicle, this vessel ahead is the sea spanker. But we can just go here. We're not on the ship, but it hit the trigger. So now you only get 2 minutes to find Bart. So we're going to go back roughly to where we were. So now we're just above. And you can just take this ramp,
I hope I can
break
find
in,
Bart out.
and there's now this meshy area. And if we take our right turn and ignore the sign, we can get onto the ship proper. There's a lot on the ship to talk about. We'll mostly talk about it on the extras episode.
I could sure use a pony right now.
But yes, here's the front of the ship. There's not much going on here other than the WASP camera that we're going to ignore for now. There's tons at the back. Let's go say hi to Bart, because he's just over there. I'm sure he's totally fine and is just very grateful that we're going to save him.
Bart, I found you.
Sedans,
Bart, snap
Basically
out of
talking
it.
like anything I see on
Don't
Twitter,
wake him up.
frankly.
Bart, how old are you? What's your favorite catchphrase?
Kiss my grits.
Nailed it.
It's no use. His brain is even more broken than usual. All I can do is take you home and get you a diaper.
We'll do that off screen. We'll go re-trouserify him. And then next episode, we'll go to the extras. Hopefully you'll join me there. It's been a pleasure as always. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Have a good day. Bye now. Thank you for watching the video, and if you'd like to see more, feel free to stick around.